Okay, how many of y'all first time seeing me? Put up a hand. How many of y'all seen me before? Put up a hand. How many of y'all know me, seen me before and regretted? Okay, my name is Kenneth. Thank you so much, Rahul, for inviting me up on stage to share with you guys about my story. Because this conference is something about 2018 and upping your game in 2018. And I'm thinking to myself, for the past 30 years, my life is shit. You ask me to come and talk to people for 2018, I don't know how. So I roughly altered a bit. It's the same like the last time when I spoke about colors of my life. But this time now, the choices I made within this section of my, this period of my life, okay? My name is Kenneth. I'm 32 this year. So 30 years of shit means that the last 2 years is the only time I enjoyed my life. Huh? So 30 years of serious shit. All those who have heard before my story, you all know that 30 years was total shit. Okay, and yeah, I'm very vulgar. So anybody cannot take vulgar, put up a hand.
You give him later.
Cannot, huh? Okay, good. I won't say vulgar.
Maybe later, let him finish.
I won't say vulgar, but I'll score other things. Hey, not working, huh?
My card.
Spoil.
I tell you where to buy, but online more expensive.
Okay, since it's 2018, take out a pen and take out a paper. Before we start, I want you all to do something. First thing first, the number 2 indicates 2 things you are good at. Write down 2 things that you are good at. Okay, for myself, I think I'm good at driving. I'm good at sleeping. So I wrote down 2 things that I'm really good at. So write the 2 things that you are really good at. No, these are nothing to paise about. I won't ask you to share with people, and don't worry. This is something you know yourself what you're good at. So 2 things you're good at. Write down.
Then you all work it out. What's your name?
Oh, I know why. Because of lah.
Tina, T-I-N-A, is it?
Okay, done. So 0. 0, we leave it because it's 0, right? So now we go to 1. So name 1 thing you want to accomplish next year. 2018. Name 1 goal, 1 something that you, 1 thing only, huh? If you say you want to start waking up before sunrise, good. Okay, if you say that you want to earn $1 million, just write it down. Name something that you want to do. If you want to say you fly to the moon, I don't know can or not, but just write down. Okay? And the number 8. The number 8 is think of 8 people that you care. Think of 8 people that you love. Just write down their names or like mom, dad, brother, sister or what. So I say again, 2 things that you are good at. 0 means nothing. 1 means 1 goal that you want to achieve next year. And 8 means the 8 people that you care or love. 30 more seconds, we round it up. Because yeah, lunch is next, so I'm very critical in between you. Huh? So 2 things you are good at. 0 means nothing. 1 means something that, 1 goal that you want to aim for, and 8 is 8 people that you care or you love. It could be your dog also. Okay? Your pet, your goldfish. Okay, done. Let's move on. So, colors of my life. People have seen this before. You all know that I use colors in slides to represent that stage of my life. So, stage number 1, 1985, white, pure. I was just born. I don't even know what happened. Okay, my mind was pure. Yeah. So it's growing up from for the 4 years before I go into kindergarten. So this is the time yellow. Yellow is because where this is the time I have fun. You know, you go to school, kindergarten. I was in Yamaha Kinderland. You know, go there, play music, play here, play there, play pee on a pen, that kind of thing. So yeah, it was the most fun time of my life if I remember correctly, and also because when I say I want my Game Boy, my mom will buy my Game Boy. If I want the Texas game, you know, the cowboy one, shoot, my mom will buy for me. I want a toy car, she'll buy for me. So everything was sunshine, beautiful, yellow and vibrant. Then comes to green. So green is the part where green is the color of jealousy. So this is the time where I noticed that, hey, my classmate got a nicer watch than me. Hey, my classmate got a nicer shoe than me. So that is where I felt jealous, and I will actually pressure my parents to buy things for me. Okay? So green is also the first time where I felt negativity. Why negativity? Is because this is the time whereby my mom, my brother, myself found out that my dad had an affair, adultery. So there was one day whereby my mom pulled me out of the house, left my brother to my auntie to look after, and went to this shop house. I come out of the taxi, this shop house very familiar, you know. Then I noticed, actually, this is my dad's place, my dad's workplace. So he said, wait, she was knocking and knocking and knocking. I can hear bam, 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 bam. Nobody opened. 15 minutes later, my dad came out, opened the door, what's up? And somehow very funny because he was half naked. Half naked at the workplace, something not tally already. My mom went in, dashed through, bashed into the office. Somehow woman's instinct are damn powerful. She know where the girl hide one. I also don't know why. She went into the office, there's a small little room there. She look, go in, open the door, she was there. Grabbing her hair out, pinning her on the floor, punch and punch and punch that lady. I was there, I was shocked. I was shocked because I didn't know my mom was so fierce. I was also shocked because that was the first time I saw a female private part. You know, my dad half naked, definitely she was wearing a pajamas, inside wear nothing. At that point of time, I don't know why, now I know why. Okay? So when she was spinning down, I saw two things that I felt disgusted. Don't worry, I'm not gay, I still like things like that, okay? But having said that, at that point of time was actually the first time I was making a choice. Should I go and stop my mom? Should I go and tell my dad? What should I do? My very first choice, I don't know anything, I cry. I cried until the two women stopped me. My mom, the two women stopped fighting. My mom came over, boy, don't worry, let's go. Then we went back. So that was the first time green was something that I hated the color green. Because it made me feel jealous about my peers around me, the students who have, last time the shoe, my shoe is from Bata, the other guy was Converse, you know, that kind of thing, very nice. Yeah, so it was a very, very, something that I don't want to remember also, because the woman stole my dad. Then came to purple. Purple is the time whereby I went into primary school. It was actually purple is a color of stability and things like that. So after my dad left home, or should I say my mom chased him out, we found a bit of peace at home. My mom wasn't working because my brother was still young. I was primary 1. So yeah, she brought us up. And in primary school, that is where I wanted the latest things. And during that time, I remember clearly at primary 5, I got my first pager. I was so happy, you know. Pager, you know. You all know what's pager or not? I think you all know that, right? So that's where I got my first pager. Wow, everything was okay, nothing and things like that. So in purple also is where I realized something. I realized it never stuck to me that, my mom never worked. How can she every day put food on the table? How can she afford to buy the Game Boy that I want? The cartridges, the new games, Super Mario that I want? It never struck me because I never thought I want everything peaceful. My dad left. Actually, my dad left, I got more toys. That was what I thought. Then, nothing sparked to me. So until one day, I came home from school, secondary school already. I came home from school, this outside my house at Ang Mo Kio. Owe money, pay money. I realized that 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 11 years that my mom brought me and my brother up without working. How she do it? So how I got to know is when I went into the house, I saw my mom at the bed crying. She said that, boy, I want to commit suicide. And somehow I know it wasn't a joke. Her eyes, you know, people say that eyes tells a story. Her eyes was real. She was terrified. She don't know what to do. She have reached the roadblock of her life. So that is where I found out that she was involved in this thing called taunting. How many of you know what's taunting? A group of people come together, let's say for example 10 people. So each one fork out $100. So every week or 2 weeks or a month, depending on the taunting terms, one person will hold the money and only pay next month with a bit of interest. Make sense? So then comes to next month, they will take out another $100. It's like a private saving group lah, or private helping community. I don't know how that's helped lah, but it's illegal in Singapore. But it struck to me that, hey, actually, how my mom get money is actually through this law. And she never worked, really never worked, because she was morning will clean the house, afternoon prepare for lunch for me and my brother to come home, then wash stuff, then at night dinner, then sleep. So every day same routine for my mom. But I think after I know what happened, it's actually eating her inside out. Because she will be worried for the next month, for the next month, for the next month. So imagine, she rolled the money for 11 years. Even if the interest is like 1%, how much money you roll for 11 years? So, and I understand why she wanted to commit suicide. I didn't know what to do. I called my mentor, who was in the boys' brigade with me, my captain in the boys' brigade. He came down, went in with me to talk to my mom. Said that it's not a solution for you to jump down now. My brother, we call him Adu. Adu is still young. I'm just into secondary school. If you jump down, the two of them, how? Your husband cannot be seen anywhere. So at that point of time, in secondary school, I also got a part-time job. I was actually a program facilitator, coordinator for a youth center. So basically, I'll every day after school go to the youth center, plan program, execute program. Every month I was earning about $600 from the youth center. Not a lot, but at least at that point of time, since 14 years old, I stopped taking pocket money from my parents. But having said that, even I don't take pocket money from my parents need to cook, right? Need to buy the household, right? Need to buy detergent and things like that. So that's where everything choked up. And it choked up to 150,000. And the people who the people who my mom owe money wanted it the next day. How? Sure jump, no money. Right? All the while, for the past 11 years, I have been rolling money. I can't roll the next 150,000 anymore. Even if I can roll maybe 1,000, 2,000. So sure jump. So we took her out, book a chalet for 3 days, 2 nights. Let her calm down, cool down, don't meet anybody. So me and my mentor went to talk to all these people that she's been rolling money to, the Tontine group, because they were also her mahjong kaki. So I also know where to find them. So I went there. I went there, I tell them, my mom is committing suicide. I every month earning 600. What you want me to do? You want her to jump down? When she jump down, you can't get a single cent. What you want? So we talk about coming into terms of every month paying some money, and that is where I started hunting for my father. I went to my grandfather to check where is he. Apparently he's on the run. He's on the run also. I also don't know why he ran. So finally, after 2 weeks, no wrong, 2 weeks, 1.5 weeks to 2 weeks thereabout, I managed to locate him at Katong, this place called Chelsea Lodge. Then gate lock, what is a condo? How do I go in? I'm looking for David Chia. Who the F is David Chia? Right? So I waited there for about 36 hours, I remember correctly. I saw this familiar guy coming down. I went over there. Daddy, Mommy want to commit suicide. She's now at home. Then I told her the whole story. That I put her into a chalet to rest for 3 days, 2 nights. After now, she's at home. She don't know what to do. We need your support now. That is where he came to meet my mom. Came with me to meet the people that owe money. And said that every month, we're going to pay you 500. If we got more, got bonus, we'll pay you more. And slowly, slowly clear the debt. And that is where Blue. My secondary school life. So I went to find job. I went to find 1, 2, 3 jobs. The first job is the daytime after school, 1 o'clock, right? For the afternoon, I will go to the youth center to plan program and execute program. So it will end about 6 o'clock. I will go to work in a bar. Bar will work from 7 to 10. Then I'll go home and sleep, and the next day it goes on. So that is secondary school only. So secondary school, 2 jobs. Poly, 3 jobs. So the reason being blue is because that is the time where I'm the most dashing. You know, I was young. I thought I know things because after all the shit I'm going through, right, I think I became a man at the age of 16, 17. Because if I can persuade and talk to people and persuade my dad to come back, persuade my mom from stop from committing suicide, persuade the people that my mom owe money to, I think I have a bit of achievement. So I was proud. I had ego that I helped my mom solve problem. Damn sad, you know. Yeah. So having said that, then from secondary school I went to poly. That's where I found 3 jobs. Right? So poly school, you have your timetable and your plan and things like that. So from 9 a.m. start lecturer all the way to 5 p.m. I was in school, but I was still planning program and executing program through the phone for the youth center. Then after that, I'll go to the bar to be a waiter from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Then 10 p.m. I'll go to a club. 11 p.m. to 4 a.m. I will go and become a bartender. To earn money, to pass money to my mom. And at that point of time, okay, my mom learned the mistake. She also went to become a cashier in 7-Eleven. And now she becomes supervisor already. Working from there part-time, slowly, now, yeah. So that is the future. Okay, so right now, I'm at the poly stage whereby I'm having 3 jobs to pay the debts, to pay the credit card bills, because I advanced all the credit cards that I have when I was 17. The Diners Club, the $500 lah, the small $2,000 limit. I cash out everything to just pay debts also. Yeah. So on top of that, I got my license and I went to buy a car. I don't know for what. This is actually ego comes into play. So I went to buy a car at the age of 19. I got a car, no. My own car that I paid. No, not I paid because that time still got 0 deposit. So I took out the car, went to modify the car. Wow, damn sad. Very good. So 2006 is the year of brown. You all know what's brown, Why I say it's shit is because that's the time where so this 2006 is where the interim between poly graduate and going NS. So this 1 year, I took up 5 jobs. Sign credit card. So sign credit card. Become a youth center facilitator, waiter, bartender, and online sales. So this is the time whereby the .com also boomed. You know, I also went to learn something. I went to try to sell some things on online and things like that. So I was taking 5 jobs. Yeah. Then come to this point of time. So this part of time is where when you enlist into NS man, I was thinking, and into NSF, Tekong, what's your basic? 300. How do I pay my credit card debt? How do I pay my credit card debt? How do I pay for the car that I got? How do I pay the people that I owe the tontine money? How do I give my mom allowance? So that's where I decided, made a choice to sign on. Makes sense, all right? Makes perfect sense. Your training day, you get your full-time pay, and that time trainee pay was 1,700. Not too bad, what? The 1,700 is about the 5 jobs that I'm getting, what? So why not I go and sign on? So I signed on with the SAF as an air defense officer. So the reason red being because it was the passion, the fire that I have in me. That is where people who say that national service is a waste of time did not learn anything. Not because I bias regular, no. But it actually teach you how to make your own bed. It teach you a bit of leadership skills. It teach you how to use a weapon, your self-defense. And I personally, I don't think it's a waste of time. So that is where I became a leader. So after BMT, they spotted me, you got a bit of leadership skill. Went into OCS, Officer Cadet School. Wow, lagi proud, no? So then, wow, that was the time also I saw my mom cry. Wow, my son is the officer, first line in the... Wow, it was really feel good. Okay? So I was an officer in the Air Force as an air defense officer. Yeah, so I signed on for 7 years. So this is the time I made another choice. I left the force. Yeah, so I left the force thinking that I can do better. So I was reaching, they offered me captain, I rejected because captain pay, then I'm a diploma student, I don't think I can really climb up the corporate ladder in the force. So I decided to leave the force. So but at that point of time, I got married. Yeah. So 2012, I got married. And it was quite bad. Not the marriage bad, I was bad. Okay? I was bad because my mom did not approve of the wedding. So during my wedding day, nobody in my family came. Only two, my brother and my auntie. But, make the ego inside of me, it's my life. Why I want to, my mom stopped me from marrying the woman that I thought I loved. Yeah. So, this is a time where purple represents independent. I thought I was independent enough to make the right choice of marrying the woman that I thought I loved. Move on with the marriage. But during these 2 years, because there was friction between me and my mom, I made another choice. I left house. I left house. So for the 2.5 years that I got married, I totally never go back to even say hi to my mom. Because in my mind, I thought she disowned me. In her mind, she thought that I'm independent enough. I never even contact my brother. I never even contact my auntie, my relatives, my grandfather, grandmother, both sides, my dad, totally never. I was in the world of lovey-dovey, getting married. 2014, black. You all know why. Everything started crumbling down. So I left the force, came out to set up my own fashion business. It failed. So remember the debts that I owe? I continue signing cards. So I should have known Abang Abu earlier. I know how to plan. Then I will, But sadly, I did not plan. Credit card swipe. So from the first time I got car at the age of 19, right, to 2014, right, I changed 5 cars. And the 5 car is actually, so initially I drove a box van. Then I bought a small car. Then I bought a 2-door car. Then I bought a sports car. Then I bought a sedan. But where to pay money? Credit card and overtrade. You all know this thing called overtrade? So this selling at this price, this car is selling at this price. You cannot, I put this loan over here. You pay. So I overtrade. Everything came down. My wife left me. I got no place to go. Nobody to go. I wasn't in touch with my mom, my brother, my family. And I remember clearly, she chased me out of my own house. Until you solve your debt, you come back to me. Otherwise, don't come back. So I initially stubborn, I don't want to go. So I will stay at home. But I noticed when I stay at home, she don't come home. And she's a single mom. That means she used to got married, then she got 2 kids. So for me, for her to come back to look after the kids and versus me going out so that she can come home when I am not home, I think I leave house lah. So 1 week later, I leave the house so that she can come home to her kids. Otherwise, she will come home when she don't come home until 4 a.m., got pissed drunk, sleep outside the corridor. I don't think it's the right thing for kids to see lah. So I made the choice to leave house. But to where? I called my best friend, said that I just got kicked out of the house. I left house. I got no place to stay. Go back home lah. I'm not in good terms with my mom. So he said that he has a room lah, a very, very small room lah. I said it's fine, just fine. Just let me to stay somewhere. And at that point of time, I thought of sleeping in the car lah, you know. But I never pay money, the car kena tow away. So my friend loaned me his storeroom. Small little storeroom. Maybe these 4 tiles. Then got his things that he stock up. I put, not even mattress, I put towel, use my clothes as pillow, sleep there for 3 months. So when I left to set up my own company, it was a fashion company, it was a wrong move. Because at that point of time, I brought in suits from Europe to sell. But at that point of time, Singapore actually was transiting to tailor-made, made to measure. So Singaporeans don't understand quality from Europe lah. And when the Europe suits come in, it looks very boxy. So it doesn't suit. The business went down, owe more money. So that was the last straw. That's why my wife kicked me out of the house. But she kicked me out of the house just when I got a new job in the bank. Yeah. But so when I got a new job in the bank, I got money, then I went to find, I need concentration. I cannot be sleeping in a storeroom with no aircon, no fan, you know. So I went out to rent a room for $600, stayed there for a while. Then I got to know someone who introduced me to a course, to a personal development course. That's where I went. It was a very supportive course. That's where actually it changed a bit of my life, my turning point. So the first thing that I noticed that was the biggest blockage, why my business failed, why I owe money, why my wife left me, is because of my parents. I couldn't let go that my dad left. I couldn't let go that my mom owed 150,000. I couldn't let go that my mom disowned me. So the course supported me to go and say sorry to my mom. So remember I told you all she worked at the 7-Eleven? So still at the same 7-Eleven. Ang Mo Kio block 541. You all can go and find her, okay? Her name called Gina. She's very proud now, supervisor. So I went to the 7-Eleven. I opened the door. I saw her there. She looked at me. I moved forward. Took a deep breath. I told her, Ma, I'm sorry. I should have gotten your blessing before I get married. I shouldn't have left you for 2.5 years. I broke down. In front of her, I broke down. I don't know how to react. I just don't know how to react. And she said this: you are big enough to make your choices. Strike me. Totally strike me. Despite of me doing all this shit, she forgave me. And that point of time, it was close to Chinese New Year. She said this: come back for reunion dinner. Oh, my knees went weak at 7-Eleven, you know. So 2015, this color is grey. That's where I went to apologize to my mom. Things start to get better. Because I let go of something which it was a barrier to me. So I realized that all this while I've been faulting my mom and getting angry with my mom because she owed money. because my dad left her, because it was hard growing up, because I have to take 5 jobs. But never did I know actually she did all this for me and my brother. So when to say sorry to her, apologize, the biggest barrier open. So this is the cause that supported me to when to say sorry to my mom, to let me realize the blockage. And don't worry, I'm not selling all cause. I'm here to speak about my story only. Yeah. So the one, the Ninja Turtle one. So this guy, is it? This guy and this guy, these 2 guys, my best buddy. So when I went into 7-Eleven, they were outside 7-Eleven supporting me, looking. This is the photo. I will never forget. When I say sorry, I say, Mom, let me take a picture of this happy moment. And I will never forget this happy moment. I never see her smile so sweet in my life. My brother Jeremy will not get more reunion than this. Welcome home, brother. But I suspect something why he want me home. Because of the food. So, so came back for reunion dinner, correct? When I went home, I noticed for reunion dinner, I noticed that the room that I used to live in, right, became my brother's walk-in wardrobe. His motorcycle spare part there, his shirt there, his underwear there, his poly books all there. So walk-in wardrobe, not bad. So during reunion, my mom would ask me, where are you staying now? What are you doing now? And things like that. I said, I'm renting a house. Then I told her the whole story. And I cry again, basically. I very easy cry one, I don't know why. So she said, why don't you move back to us, save the money? That's where I moved back in 2 weeks later. That time a bit of ego, like paise, I want to move back, but then paise. Then one day, my brother said, Oi, you come back, my walk-in wardrobe no more. My mom went to clean the room, getting ready for me to go in, even without me saying yes yet. Yeah. So the day that I moved in, the next slept, the best sleep I ever got. In my own room again, in my own bed again, And when I woke up, it was about lunchtime. This was on the table. And it was on a Sunday. And I understand why my brother want me back. So this is the group of brothers that supported me when my wife chased me out of the house. I have to give it to them because the guy that took the camera, that one, this guy is not me. This guy is the one that I stayed in his storeroom for 3 months. The other guys, this is my brother, this is me. This is my mentor, the guy that in the boys brigade that helped me to talk to my mom and gather some funds. So that's the guy. And these 2 guys have been supporting me emotionally whereby I need someone to talk to. So these are my secondary school friends. So come to 2016, the moment, like what I said, the barrier opened, the right choices that I made to go and say sorry to my mom, doors open. I did thorough planning. So I went to book a chalet in Batam, me alone, to think of a company strategy, what I should do, because I hated the job in the bank. Hated it. So I decided to spend half a day to really brainstorm, do mind map, and really go my business direction, this time planning properly what locals want, how I bring my business forward. In 2016, this brand called A Gentleman's Tale is born. Right now, I'm a tailor. I do made to measure, tailor-made, bespoke clothing. I also started A Gentleman's Tale Ladies for females. So with that plan that I have, I target every 6 months to open something. And my latest is A Gentleman's Tale uniform. That is where I penetrate into the corporate business. Let me name a few of my corporate business. Mercedes, Bentley, Land Rover, Jaguar, Aston Martin, Ciba Vision, the contact lens, they are all my clients. So meaning to say, the moment you step into Mercedes, the cleaning auntie, the guy who make coffee for you, the guy who sell you car, everybody is wearing my things. Why? Because I made the right choice. So I also started mobile tailoring. So this is a niche concept. Mobile tailors have been in Singapore for the longest time. But I pitch it in a way whereby I'm the first mobile tailor that has a showroom going island-wide. So you can call me, I'll go to your house, I open up my showroom, I show you the things that I have. I have a full-length mirror, I have a changing room inside there. I have sofa inside there. Wow, impressed, huh? You all want, you all come and contact me, then I'll drive to you and show you. But buy something from me also lah. So after that, 1 year later, which is this year, June 2017, I opened my first showroom. So, but before that, how I started, so you know I owe money, right? Then I sold my car, right? How I became a mobile tailor doesn't mean the pocket come down, I'm enough of taunting and borrowing money from the bank. Every day, I wake up, carry one big backpack, carry one luggage, go around taking MRT, public transport, bus. No money, take Uber or cab. To go door knocking every single door. Hi, I'm a tailor. This is my name card. You need anything, let me know. Hi, my name is Kenneth. I'm a tailor. If you need anything, let me know. I'm a mobile tailor. I can come to you. Hi for this. Buy things, earn a bit of money, save a bit of money, got the van. So I did mobile tailoring on foot, public transport. You know the MRT now jialat. Last time also jialat one. So when is the best time to go for canvassing? People start work, right? 8 a.m., squeeze everybody in the MRT to go to Raffles City to give name card, to show my showcase of the fabrics that I have. I went through really, really difficult time becoming a mobile tailor. Earn a bit of money, got a van. Last year to this year, earn a bit of money, open my showroom. Why? Because I made the right choices. And you're thinking, hey, make the right choices, how you do it? Later I'll share with you all. Okay? I even appeared in national newspaper. I appeared recently, 3 weeks ago, in 联合早报, Chinese newspaper. Even my Chinese sucks. Why? Because I made the right choices. Oops. So people ask me, how did you do it? How do you plan the last 2 years to make it so smooth? So when 2018 come, people ask me, how you do it? I say, fuck it. Really? Really, fuck it. Why? F, focus. Always be focused on what you do. You don't focus this, suddenly, hey, down there MLM, good, sia, earn money, I go there. Hey, insurance, good, sia, I go there. No, if you want to sell something, do it well, do it good. Be focused. Have a plan, focus with that plan. So, do not divert like what I say, but correction. Why I put airplane? You know airplane got this autopilot mode, right? So the controller will point, Paris, Singapore, fly. Fly right. You know that the plane will never fly straight one. It will always move. But because of a radar, it will ting, go back straight on course. Move, ting, go back straight on course. So remember, be like an aeroplane, autopilot, but always focus on your destination. Okay? Number 2, be understanding. Have compassion, be truthful. Okay? Must be understanding. That's why just now, who say charity is important? I totally agree. Give back. Be understanding. Have compassion. Okay, next. Oh, you all want to take picture? Take. Be consistent. So I'm a tailor. Consistency is very important. If I sew this thread here, right, it has to be straight. Cannot one day I give you like that, one day I give you like that, one day I give you like that. Cannot. You must always be consistent. And consistency is a very, very dangerous thing. Why? If you are really shit, you'll be consistently shit. So always be consistent in something good. Okay? So they say, hey, Kenneth asked me be consistent. Why consistent lousy? I relax. No, cannot. Knowledge. K stand for knowledge. Always upgrade yourself. Always learn. And if you no money to go for courses, be like Jit. Buy book, read book, go library, borrow book and read. Improve your knowledge. Always learn, always share. When you have knowledge, you don't share, you keep inside for what? When you have knowledge, you don't put it into use, you put inside for what? So always learn, always share with people, always practice. Okay? I, initiative. Let down your ego. If you need help, ask for help. Back when I got kicked out, I left home. If I were to don't have the initiative to call my friend, if I still have the ego, I will be staying on the streets or under the block. So always have the initiative to do something. Okay? Lastly, DT, the end result. So to me, a vision board works. What is a vision board? Basically a whole big board putting pictures and words of everything that you want to accomplish in life. So my vision board have this watch. It's not expensive. It's just a G-Shock. Somehow when you do things right and you do, it will just come back. It will just come. Okay? So vision board is important because it gives you a sense of focus. A vision board is also for you not to do up and put one corner. No? Hang it somewhere whereby it's useful that you can see every day. For me, there was one I even put it as my phone screen paper. Okay? So always think of an angle because law of attraction is very important. So I want to end off with this. Focus on the solution, not the problem. That way you will live as champions. That is something I always tell people. You don't focus on problem. You always focus on solution. Then you can change. Okay? So for 2018, why I ask you all to find 2 things that you are good at. 0 means nothing. 1 means 1 goal that you want to aim. And 8 people that you care for. It's because with the 2 things that you are good at, with no justification, 0, with that goal and the 8 people that you love and care for, with this formula of fuck it, you will succeed. Thank you.